Picture this, waking up to blue skies that feel like nature's love letter, the ocean breeze wrapping around you like a warm hello, and a city that knows how to balance the rush of adventure with the calm of quiet moments. Welcome to Perth, Australia's best kept secret, and it's calling your name. Before we dive into the 9 reasons why you should move to Perth, do us a quick favour, hit that subscribe button so our future videos can find their way to you with ease. If you're searching for a place with weather that feels like a deep breath of fresh air, Perth is calling your name. With an average of 300 sunny days a year, this city doesn't just brag, it proves it. Imagine you're strolling through one of Perth's sun-drenched parks on a crisp winter day while people around you sip iced lattes in their t-shirts and shorts. Meanwhile, in Melbourne, locals are bundled up like penguins, huddling for warmth, praying for even a glimpse of the sun. It's like Perth is sending out a gentle reminder that winter here is just a tease, so don't get too comfy in your cozy sweater. Living here means you can forget about splurging on a fancy clothes dryer like those poor souls in damp cities. Summers are so hot you can pull your clothes straight out of the washing machine, hang them up and watch them dry before your eyes. Faster than any high-speed dryer out there. I'm kidding, well, sort of. But hey, the good news is the weather's pretty steady overall. None of that 4 seasons in one day nonsense like Melbourne. So, that said, brace yourself for February and March when you might get hit with week-long heat waves above 40 degrees C. An entire week. So get ready because Perth summer doesn't mess around. That said, thanks to this steady weather, you'll never have to overthink your daily outfit. No emergency raincoats or bracing yourself for random gust of icy wind. Just grab a hat, throw on your sunnies and pack a cool bottle of water. You're all set to take on the city like a pro. So if you're someone who loves beautiful weather and hates battling unpredictable forecasters, Perth might just be your perfect match. If you're searching for a place that feels like the perfect mix of city energy and small town calm, Perth is calling your name. This city gives you all the perks of a big metropolis without the traffic jams and chaos that usually come with it. Picture this. You start your morning with breakfast at a chic riverside cafe overlooking the Swan River, and by the afternoon, you're sipping coffee at a cozy streetside spot. And if you're in the mood for some adventure, hop in your car. In just under 30 minutes, you can be sunbathing on a pristine beach with waters so clear you'd swear someone turned up the saturation, or you can find yourself in a quiet green park, picnic basket in hand, ready to soak in the peaceful vibe. But there is more to Perth than stunning landscapes. The city's warm, close-knit community makes it easy to feel at home. Weekends come alive with outdoor markets, live music and open-air movie nights at Kings Park, one of the largest inner-city parks in the world. There's a special kind of magic in watching a movie under the stars while the city skyline glimmers in the background. Speaking of nature, if you're up for some jaw-dropping views, head to Les Medelli Falls National Park. Imagine standing at the edge of a cascading waterfall while Perth's skyline twinkles in the distance. It's like you're in your own travel documentary. Perth also shines when it comes to infrastructure. The roads are wide, clean and toll-free in most places. Perfect for carefree road trips that won't drain your wallet. And when it comes to public transport, the train and bus systems are so punctual you could set your watch by them. In fact, Perth's trains boast a 95% on-time rate, better than most cities. Locals will happily chat with you at the bus stop or on the train, turning your commute into a friendly hangout. And let's not forget the food, from fresh seafood at Fremantle's famous markets to quirky food trucks serving up fusion bites. Perth's food scene is as exciting as its beaches. Pro tip, never leave without trying their iconic fish and chips by the Merino. It's the kind of meal that makes you fall in love with life a little more. Living in Perth means you can enjoy the convenience of city life without the stress, while still having nature at your doorstep. Honestly, you can almost feel the sand under your feet and hear the waves calling, so what are you waiting for? You can go from morning cappuccinos by the river to sunset picnics by the beach without skipping a beat. That's Perth for you. Enjoying a city stroll 1 minute and lounging on a world-class beach the next? Only Perth pulls that off. Let's swap cafe corners for soft sand and see why its coastline is a head-turner. If you believe paradise only exists on tropical islands, Perth's coastline will prove you wrong. Western Australia boasts an impressive 12,000 kilometres of pristine coastline, and Perth's beaches consistently rank among the finest on the planet. In 2009, Lonely Planet recognised Cottito Beach as the second best destination for family recreation, highlighting its 16-kilometre promenade stretching from Perth to the beach, a favourite for hiking and cycling enthusiasts. Every year it draws thousands of visitors, especially during the famous Sculpture by the Sea exhibition, where larger-than-life art pieces line the shore, making the beach feel like an open-air gallery. But Cottesloe is just the beginning. Perth is home to an array of breathtaking beaches, Scarborough with its lively surf scene and sunset bars, City Beach, perfect for a relaxing afternoon under the sun, and Leighton Beach, known for its crystal clear waters and dog-friendly vibe that makes every walk feel like an escape. Thanks to Perth's Mediterranean climate, you can enjoy these coastal escapes year-round. Picture yourself walking barefoot along the shore in winter, the cool breeze brushing your face, with no surprise rainstorms to ruin your moment. But here's something you can only experience on the West Coast: the sunsets. As the sun dips below the Indian Ocean, the sky bursts into fiery oranges, dreamy purples, and deep blues, a private light show from nature. There's nothing quite like it, and it's something no East Coast beach can offer. And the best part? Perth's beaches are vast, serene, and often blissfully uncrowded. You won't be battling for a spot in the sand, whether you're swimming, enjoying a quiet read by the waves, or stretching out for a sunset yoga. There's always space to breathe and unwind. Local life revolves around the ocean. On weekends, you'll find families picnicking by the shore, friends gathering for beachside BBQs, and live music events near the water. The vibe is laid back yet lively, a perfect reflection of Perth's unique coastal culture. Come for the beaches, stay for the sunsets, and discover that Perth is a paradise you'll never want to leave. After soaking in those breathtaking sunsets, you might be wondering, what's the pace like when the sand clears from your toes? Spoiler, it's slower, sweeter, and soul-soothing. If you're tired of the fast-paced rat race, Perth might just be the breath of fresh air you didn't know you needed. Picture this, a city where your morning drive is more like a joyride with your favourite playlist. The traffic, practically non-existent. In Perth, even rush hour feels like off-peak in bigger cities. But the calm doesn't end on the road. Perth is dotted with green spaces that feel like hidden gems, offering a peaceful retreat just steps from your doorstep. Whether it's a morning jog, a riverside picnic, or a sunset movie at Moonlight Cinemas, the city makes unwinding an everyday ritual. And the locals? They've mastered the art of slowing down. Instead of power walking through crowded stations, they sip coffee at their favourite corner cafe, catching up with the barista like old friends. In Perth, time feels different. It's not something you chase, it's something you savour. This city is a masterclass in living slowly, turning the simplest moments into memories worth keeping. When life slows down, you start noticing things like how green spaces can turn into your go-to retreat. And in Perth, there's one park that outshines them all, ready to take your breath away in more ways than one. Let me take you to a place where the grass is always greener, the flowers always brighter, and your worries, well, they just don't seem to exist. Welcome to Kings Park and Botanic Garden, the beating green heart of Perth. With 400 hectares of lush greenery, this park is massive, even larger than Central Park. And yes, Perth likes to do things in style. Kings Park isn't your typical park. It's a wonderland of over 3,000 species of native plants that makes springtime feel like you've wandered into a botanical rainbow. And if you visit in September, you'll catch the Kings Park Festival, where wildflowers, art displays, and live music take centre stage. It's like nature throwing the party of the year, and everyone's invited. Now, for the view, head straight to Fraser Avenue Lookout. Believe me, the panoramic scene of the Swan River and Perth skyline is the kind of thing that makes you stop and go, wow, this is real? And as the sun sets, those golden hues reflecting off the water make the perfect backdrop for your inner movie moment. For a more reflective pause, visit the State War Memorial. It's a peaceful spot that honours history while giving you yet another stunning vantage point. A place where you can stand in silence, feel the breeze, and appreciate life in all its messy, beautiful moments. But there's more. You've got to try the Lottery West Federation Walkway, a treetop path that lets you stroll above the eucalyptus trees. It's an adventure and a retreat in one, with the rustling leaves as your personal soundtrack. Kings Park isn't only for sightseeing, it's where Perthians come to live. Think picnic baskets spread out on green lawns, kids running through nature-inspired playgrounds, and fitness lovers jogging along scenic trails. Oh, and during the summer, there's nothing like catching an outdoor flick at the Moonlight Cinemas, where you can kick back on the grass, munch popcorn, and watch a movie under the stars. More than a green space, Kings Park is a reminder to slow down and soak in the good stuff. Whether it's the soft crunch of leaves underfoot, the scent of wildflowers on a breezy afternoon, or the hum of laughter from a family picnic nearby. So next time you're in Perth, don't just visit Kings Park, experience it. Walk its paths, breathe its air, and let it remind you that sometimes the best moments in life are the ones where you simply pause. Speaking of taking your breath away, Kings Park may wow you visually, but let's not forget that clean, crisp air filling your lungs. In this city, fresh air isn't a luxury, it's a way of life. Let's be real, most cities greet you with honking horns and a faint whiff of car exhaust, but Perth? This city wraps you in the fresh scent of its lush green parks before handing you an ocean breeze and saying, "Take a deep breath, you're welcome." Perth is renowned for its pristine air quality, with fresh, clean breezes sweeping in from the Indian Ocean. Rarely troubled by haze or smog, the city enjoys a naturally refreshing atmosphere, making it a paradise for those seeking unspoiled air. This coastal gem continues to stand out as one of the best places for clean, invigorating air, perfect for residents and visitors alike. So what's Perth's secret? For one, its population is spread out, meaning fewer cars clogging up the streets and way more room to breathe. And with fewer factories pumping out fumes, your morning coffee is probably the only thing steaming around you. Plus, the city is dotted with huge parks and sprawling public spaces, making it feel more like a nature retreat than a concrete jungle. Whether you're out for a jog or just lying on the grass, contemplating life's mysteries, you can count on one thing: the air is as crisp as a fresh apple. And here's the best part. Thanks to the stellar air quality, outdoor living in Perth is practically mandatory. Weekend plans? Think riverside cycling, scenic picnics, or a casual game of beach volleyball, without worrying about dust storms ruining your vibe or making your lungs protest. So if you're done playing hide and seek with city smog and dreaming of deep breaths and blue skies, Perth is ready to welcome you, with open skies and an ocean breeze that feels like a lung detox. Give a deep breath and you'll see it's the kind of city where life feels fuller, where you're not just getting by but thriving. If you're thinking about swapping desk-bound days for something more rewarding, Perth's job market has everything you need to make it happen. It's a real treasure trove of opportunities. When people think of dream jobs, they picture suits, skyscrapers, and shiny office desks. But in Perth, the real MVPs wear hard hats and steel-toe boots, and they're cashing in big time. Perth's reputation as the land of opportunity isn't all hype. Here, getting a high-paying job doesn't require a fancy degree or a polished LinkedIn profile. If you've got the right licenses, a good work ethic, and can pass a drug test, six-figure salaries are well within reach. Take FIFO jobs, fly in, fly out roles at remote mining sites that can pay up to $170,000 a year. That's the kind of paycheck that makes office workers in Sydney glance nervously at their spreadsheets. And we're not only talking about mining engineers. Positions like welders, mechanics, and machine operators can easily pull in salaries ranging from $90,000 to $120,000 per year. Of course, landing one of these jobs isn't about sheer luck. It's about being prepared. Perth offers plenty of training programs to fast-track your success. Organisations like TAFE Western Australia run courses that take as little as 6 months. Learn to handle drill rigs, sharpen your safety skills, and you'll be ready to start your mining career faster than you think. And speaking of safety, it's a top priority. These jobs may pay well, but they're serious about keeping everyone safe and sound. No shortcuts allowed. High-paying jobs in Perth draw workers from across the globe. You'll find people from New Zealand, England, Japan, and even France swapping cassons for work boots because the paychecks here are impossible to resist. After weeks at remote mining sites, many FIFO workers return to Perth to recharge, relaxing on pristine beaches, catching up with family over backyard barbecues, or simply enjoying the city's laid-back vibe with a cold drink in hand. So if you're tired of stuffy offices and daydreaming about upgrading your bank account, Perth might be your next big move. Who knows? With the right mindset and a pair of shiny safety boots, you could be on your way to earning the kind of paycheck that turns heads. Of course, all that hard work needs a solid safety net, and when it comes to healthcare, Perth doesn't just offer care, it offers peace of mind with a side of blue skies and open spaces. Let's talk healthcare, usually a topic that makes your wallet cringe, but in Perth, it's surprisingly, easy on your lungs and your budget. Australia's Medicare system covers a significant chunk of your basic healthcare needs, and in Perth, a visit to the GP won't leave you scrambling to check your savings. The average cost for a consultation is around $8,100, a bit lower than Sydney, where it can easily climb higher, especially for after-earns or weekend appointments. Now let's address the infamous waiting game. While major cities like Melbourne might leave you waiting 2-4 weeks to see a specialist, Perth generally lets you book an appointment within 7 to 10 days for common specialties. In contrast to the long waits and pricey consultations in bigger cities, Perth offers convenience and affordability without compromising quality. Now, that said, for highly sought-after specialties, you might still need a bit more patience. It's not all rainbows and instant access. If you prefer private healthcare, Perth still makes it manageable. You'll find private clinics in most residential areas, though not on every corner like a coffee shop. These clinics come with experienced doctors who actually have time to listen, making you feel like more than just a name on a chart. And when it comes to hospitals, Fiona Stanley Hospital and Sir Charles Gairdner Hospital are shining examples of modern medical care. While they may not look like something out of a sci-fi movie, they're equipped with advanced facilities and skilled staff that ensure top-tier treatment. But here's the real health bonus of living in Perth: nature. With 1,200 parks and open spaces, staying active is as simple as stepping outside. Why hit the gym when you've got scenic trails, river bike paths, and pristine beaches right there? No treadmill can compete with a sunset run by the ocean, right? In Perth, healthcare isn't limited to clinics and prescriptions, it's built into the way of life. Here you can enjoy a lifestyle that keeps you active and at ease. If you've been craving a place where your health and finances stay in harmony, Perth is ready with fresh air, open skies, and timely care when you need it. Health and happiness go hand in hand, and in Perth, life is designed to keep you and your family thriving. But if you're still on the fence, let's wrap it all up with a final tour of what makes Perth the kind of place you'd want to call home. Let's be honest, life feels a lot easier when you're not stressing over your bank balance. In Perth, it's not about cutting back, it's about living well, without the extra cost. Here's the thing, housing is more affordable than in Sydney or Melbourne, and you get more space. Think backyard BBQs instead of cramped balconies. Groceries, local markets offer fresh produce without the sticker shock, and when you eat out, whether it's fish and chips by the marina or brunch at a riverside cafe, the bill won't make you regret that second coffee. Getting around won't empty your wallet either. Free buses in the city centre make exploring easy, and with no toll roads, driving feels more like freedom than a financial burden. For families, Perth really shines. Great schools, endless parks, and free outdoor events mean weekends are filled with adventures that don't break the bank. Picture lazy Sundays by the Swan River or lively afternoons at local festivals, making memories without spending a fortune. So, what do you think? Could you see yourself calling this place home or planning your next adventure here? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your take, and if you're as fascinated by places that blend natural beauty, culture, and community spirit, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Amazing Journeys. Your next adventure might be just one video away, so stay curious and we'll see you in the next one.